So I thought I'd put together a quick video clip because I've been asked to photograph a wedding, and it's kind of it's sort of family-ish. It's my son's wife's sister's wedding, and so obviously these people know that I'm a keen photographer, and they were looking for someone to do photographs for their wedding. Initially, they started out from a perspective of they weren't going to have a photographer at all. So, it's almost like anything I can produce for them, they're going to be, they've pitched it as they'll be really grateful for anything I can do to help them. So, obviously for me, I'm going to take this, take this opportunity and take it as seriously as I would a professional shoot, I guess. So, I've kind of been sourcing kit and things. One thing I have done, obviously I've done as much research on YouTube as I can, and one thing I have come up with is an agreement. I think, unless you have something down that you all sit around a table and agree on, then that could lead to difficulties later. So we've got an agreement that I've been through, and it covers, various things around creative freedom, copyright, timeline for the day, a little bit is in there, what the output will be, all that type of stuff is covered in there. From a kit perspective, I'm going to use the trusty EM1 Mark II. I'm going to use the grip on it, partly because obviously it gives you, kind of double battery life before you have to change batteries out. But even more importantly, a lot of the photographs are going to be taken in portrait aspect rather than landscape, and it just gives you the control layout that's that's handy to use in either plane. I'm hoping to get away with using the 12-40 2.8 Pro lens almost exclusively. The exceptions being I'm taking my 35mm macro lens as well, just for some close-up stuff, probably early in the day, close-up of rings and that sort of thing, and maybe some close-up work on table decorations, things like that. So that'll be the macro lens, and the only other lens I'm taking is the Olympus 75mm f1.8, just in case I need something longer than the 12-40 provides. I'm hoping that there's not going to be a lot of need for flash photography. This is a registry office wedding, and then I've looked at the venues, and they're light, airy spaces for the reception and for the evening. Of course, the evening will be a challenge, I'm sure, from a lighting perspective, because it's getting dark fairly early now. I'm gonna take the little kind of Olympus flash you get with the EM1. I don't know which model this is actually. It's a little Olympus thing. Doesn't have a battery of its own or anything like that, but I've been testing it at home, and it does actually work really, really better than you'd expect for something this tiny. And of course, most importantly, you can alter the angle to bounce flash it, and I think you can, you can twist it as well, so you can do bounce flash and things like that. But most importantly, you can use it for triggering other flashes. So I have got a bigger Sigma thing which you can put on a stand, and I believe it will fire this thing as well. What I don't have is a good diffuser for this. I had ordered a diffuser, but we've got Royal Mail issues at the moment with strikes and things, so I'm going to have to use one of these things and kind of tape it in place probably. But I'm hoping not to have to use that a lot. Again, this thing, obviously you can use it for bounce and twist and whatever, and it does have a whole panel on the back where you can do all the different settings and reduce the amount of flash you want and all that sort of thing. So tomorrow is the big day. I'm hoping the weather's going to be at least reasonable. You can look back later to see how we got on. Or maybe I just continue on from this intro. Not sure yet. But either way, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Nervous, obviously. But, you know, I'll do my very best as always.